Hi everyone, welcome to day number 23 of our January Pilates challenge. Today's exercises have been requested by Karen in Leicester. Hi Karen, and she's asked for some exercises to improve our thigh strength. So we're going to be starting in standing before coming down onto the mat. So for starters, we're going to be doing some really nice Pilates squats. I'd like you to stand on the floor with your feet hip distance apart. Weight going down evenly through both of your feet. Piece of thread pulling it through the crown of your head so you're nice and tall here. And your feet are going to be ever so slightly closer than hip distance apart. So just check that your hips are nicely balanced. Relax your shoulders down and we're going to go straight into our Pilates squat. So as you inhale, send your bottom backwards and press your knees forward. Toe muscles coming in so your spine is nice and neutral. And as you exhale, pressing up through to a standing position. So again, inhale, keeping the back of your neck nice and long. And come back through. Relax your toes on the floor. You shouldn't be clutching with your toes. They should be nicely relaxed. Pressing back through. Brilliant. Let's go 4 more times. Breathing in. Checking to see what's going on with your knees. Are they coming together or coming apart? And 2. Standing super tall. And our final one. Inhaling to sink down. Keep that core muscle coming in. And stand tall once again. Okay, so now we're going to go into a hinge and step back. So that was a Pilates squat, and you can see that we've got equal flexion of the ankles, the knees, and the hips. But for this one, we're going to go into more flexion of the hips. So a hip hinge, soft bend of the knees, and we're just going to hinge here and stand up. So let's do a couple more of those. I find it useful to have my hands on my hips, just so I know that those are moving. Hinging, stand up. Let's go 2 more times. So toe muscles coming in, feel your thighs, your quads are switching on, hinging. And our last one here, coming down, hinging, step back up. Let's add on a step back now. So this is going to be really nice to get your legs, your glutes, your thighs working. Okay, so we're going to hinge forward. I like to keep my hands on my hips and keep my elbows wide. It just helps me keep my chest nice and open. And I'm going to stand onto one leg and tap that leg behind, okay? So this leg is really nice and switched on. So you're breathing out to bring that knee in and step back. Exhale and inhale. Keep that slight bend on that front knee. Check your balance. It's quite hard to balance here. So we're gonna exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. So we're getting our balance, we're getting that leg working. Exhale and inhale. 2 more. Exhaling, inhaling, and our final one. Bring that knee up, lengthening back, and return and stand up. Give that leg a little bit of a walk through. We're going to go on the opposite side now. So hinge once again, check your balance, exhale, and inhale. Keep that little slight bend of the knee. Exhale and inhale. Wonderful. Bring that knee up, lengthening behind. Good. So you should really feel that leg is working. Try and keep that knee in line with your toes. Keep your toes lengthened on the floor as well. Exhale, inhale, try not to rush. Exhaling and inhaling and exhale. Final one. Step that leg back. Bring your feet back down. Give them a bit of a walk through. Well done. Okay, so now we're going to work on this quad strength a bit more. We're going to come into a starting position. Hands are going on your hips one more time. You can have them down by your sides if you like. Just like it helps with my balance here. I don't know why, but it just does. So we're going to take 1 foot forward, turn our legs so our knee is pointing out. We're going to go into some forward lifts and lowers. So breathing out and in. Keeping your spine really straight and tall. Making sure you're not tucking your pelvis under. 5, 4, really using this quad to lift that leg up. 3, it's going to go right up into your core as well. 2, and our final one here. Bring that leg back in. Great. Give your legs a bit of a walk out. Let's go on the other side. So sending that leg forward, rotating your legs so your knee is pointing out, your toes on the floor, breathing in, breathing out, and lift. Good. Lift and lower. Lift. Low. You might find that one leg feels slightly different than the other. You might have more movement. You might be able to lift a little bit higher. Don't worry about that. Just try and do what's best for you. 3 and 2 and our final one. Up and come down. Good. Walking your legs out. We're going to come down onto the mat now. And if you have a big cushion available, or a Pilates ball like this, that's going to be so useful. So let's come down onto the floor and set ourselves up onto our relaxation position. So cushion underneath our head and set yourself down. So knees and feet are hip distance apart. You're going to pop that cushion between our knees here and just find our neutral spine and pelvis. So do a few little tucks and arches, tuck and arch, and come back into your neutral position. So we're going to go into our inner thigh squeeze. So using the ball as your kind of the thing you're going to squeeze against. You're going to breathe out, squeeze your inner thighs and relax. Squeeze, relax. So core muscles switching on to help maintain stability, and also because those inner thighs are linked to all these muscles surrounding your pelvis and hips, your pelvic floor is going to get a bit of a workout too. 4 and 3, great. 2, and our final one, squeezing and release. Okay, I'm going to keep the ball or the cushion there and go into a few spine curls now. So check your toes are lengthened on the floor, arms long down by your sides, tuck your shoulders in and relax your jaw, breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to roll our spine back, imprint our spine, and start to peel it off the floor, one bone at a time until our hips go nice and high in the air. Switch your glutes on here. And then as you exhale, melt back down onto the floor, one bone at a time, passing through to neutral. Let's go again. We're going to roll back, imprinting our spine, floating up. Keep that connection here, so you're still squeezing that ball a little bit. Hips high, lengthen down. So your legs are working super hard here. Let's go 2 more times. Breathing out, floating up. Keep your hips high. Inhale, melt down with control, back through to neutral position. And one more time, breathing out, floating up. That's great. Inhale and lengthen down onto the floor, passing back through to your neutral position. We're going to get rid of the ball now and pop it down by our sides. And we're going to add in a little bit of a heel raise. So we're going to go breathe out, rolling all the way up. And then we're going to try and float one heel up, lower down. Float the other heel up, lower down. Both heels together, keep them up. Lengthen down with control. Passing through neutral, float your heels down. Let's go again, breathing in, breathing out, rocking back, lifting all the way up, floating up. Lift one heel and lower. Lift the other heel and lower. Both heels together and melt back down smoothly. Keep your shoulders relaxed, keep your gaze going up towards the ceiling. We're going to do one more like this. Breathing out, rocking all the way back, floating up. Heel 1 and down. Heel 2 and down. And our last one coming down. Well done. Okay, so let's turn this into a single spine curl. So we're going to do something called a pretzel spine curl. I'd like you to take your feet together now and then take one foot and fold it over the opposite thigh. And take your arms down by your sides. You might like to have them slightly wider in a low V. Breathe in. Breathing out, we're going to roll all the way up and really float it. So it's that strength of that leg helping you bring both legs up in the air, pausing and then melting back down again. Great. We're going to go 2 more times on this side. So try and keep that knee wide and make sure that your hips are raising up together. So we're going to roll back, floating up here, core muscles coming in, pausing, melt back down with control onto the floor. And we've got one last one like this. Rocking back, floating up and pausing, lengthening down onto the mat. And pop that leg down. Okay, let's go the same with the other leg. So bring your legs back together. Float one ankle over. You might find that your hips have got different varying degrees of openness, and that's totally normal. Let's breathe in. Breathe out, rock back, peel your spine up. Pressing down through that supporting leg and the foot. Arms are helping you with your balance. If you feel that you're really, really great and you want an extra challenge, you can float your arms up in the air. So reducing our base of support, you're really going to have to rely on the strength of that leg and your core stability here. Okay, let's go one more time. Breathing out, rolling back, floating up, peeling those muscles off. Lengthen down with control and take those arms down and that foot back down. We're going to fold one knee in towards us. Just give ourselves a bit of a stretch. So bring that knee in towards your shoulder, applying a bit of pressure to your shin to get that stretch through your hips. Swapping over, bring that knee in on the other side and relaxing here. Enjoying that stretch down through your hips. And lengthen that leg away, pressing yourself up and coming into a seated position. Okay, take your arms out to the side. We're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, float your arms all the way up, reaching through your fingers, press the air away. And we're going to go one more time here, reaching all the way, really reaching through your fingers, press the air away, and give yourself a clap. Well done. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm going to be back tomorrow for some more exercises. So hopefully I'll see you then. Take care and have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.